Makeup trends that need to die in 2016. Hey everyone, okay, so before this video actually starts, this is kind of an update. I just watched a video by the gorgeous Jackie, and I'll put a link here in the description bar. Now, she filmed a video, I think probably about nearly 2 weeks ago now, that is almost the same as this video, except hers is much nicer, much better, and she's much more beautiful to look at than me. She's absolutely gorgeous. So check out that video as well, because what I'm about to say is very, very similar, and hers is very, very funny. So check it out, and back to the tutorial. Thanks so much, bye-bye. Hey everyone, okay, so today is the top 5 beauty trends that just need to die and never come back for 2016. So let's make a start. The first one is extreme contouring. You know, where you've contoured your face within oblivion, you now have cheekbones that are up here, and the good thing about it is we're going to draw all these lines on our face, then we're just going to leave them. Fuck that, we're not even going to blend them. That's the funny thing about it. Now 50% of the time at least I contour, but I do blend it, and I use the sheerest foundation ever. I don't then stick a brush and just go into the fullest coverage foundation I can find and then whack that all over it, so that suddenly we've got a layer of foundation like that thick on the face. It's this mask-like thing. It's so unnatural, just so horrifying. Now, I have done a plethora of contouring videos, and each one I shear out the foundation and I just make it look as realistic as possible. It isn't about creating a fake jawline or a fake cheekbone. It's about creating dimension on the face. And the thing that's so extreme with Instagram, you see these pictures and they make for great pictures, but the photos themselves oftentimes have been so heavily retouched as well that it's such an unrealistic expectation. The irony as well, the funny thing about it is that some of the world's most top makeup artists that deal with magazines like Vogue, and they deal with all the celebrities, your likes of Charlotte Tilbury, Mary Greenwald, Lisa Eldridge, none of them do that ever. And that should tell you something. Nothing wrong with doing it. Again, it is only makeup, and this is just a bit of a nonsense video, so who the fuck cares? But if you're gonna do it, make yourself happy, but if you really want to make me happy, shear it out and look beautiful. Okay, so the second one, baking. Now, I did a video on this last year, which you can see here. Now, baking is the aspect, and what tends to happen is it sets the makeup without a doubt, but it also leaves a highlight on the skin afterwards. So when you sweep it all away, you're left with highlighted areas. Nothing wrong with that, it's great. The main thing to think about is you're adding texture. Now, let's just say you've done foundation and concealer, and then you've powdered. So that's 3 levels of texture on the skin already. Then you're going to add blusher, bronzer, highlighter, so that's another 3 textures. All these textures build up, and when you're baking makeup, you're applying such a lot of powder that even though you're sweeping it off, it's more and more layers on the skin that are going to be very, very visible. They may not look visible in a photograph that you've seen on Instagram, but they will be visible. The texture is very visible, and you need to keep that kind of in your thought process. I think for myself, there's nothing wrong with kind of contouring, highlighting, and then setting the makeup. There's nothing wrong with baking, but when you try and combine everything into one, you've got this huge, scary looking mess on the face that is really thick and heavy and doesn't look lifelike. And having skin that looks beautiful is the key. Do the most dramatic eyes, do the most dramatic lips, but try and keep your skin looking as beautiful as possible. Why not? Okay, so the third is when you've got a foundation, and then you decide that you're going to apply it all over your face, but why stop with 1 layer? Let's apply 60. Let's just keep on layering. You know, when you that really thick, heavy foundation look. Clinique girls in Cardiff, hello, welcome to the thick world of foundation. God forbid you put on a little bit, because why put on a little when you can put on a lot? The heaviest makeup I've ever seen. And there's no need. Most of the time, most people have really good skin, and foundation is supposed to even the skin tone out, not obliterate it. We can use a camouflage product or a concealer, the same skin tone, to create, to cover up different problems. We don't need to apply so much bloody foundation. It's just so, I want to see your skin. I really want it. I want to look at you and think, you're so beautiful. I can see your face, as opposed to this kabuki mask of just makeup. Scary. This is one of the ones that it's so 1980s. It's so is the extreme brow highlight right on the brow bone. You know, the headlight spotting right at you. And I mean like directly at you. Absolutely shocking, never fails to frighten me every single time I see it. I quite like a bit of kind of shimmer on the lid, and then you sort of blend it up. But it's say heaviest here and then bleeds up to nothing, as opposed to really heavy here. So it's just like this horrendous spotlight on the eye. Really frightens me, very 80s. Little bit, I don't know, it's just there's something inherently nasty about it that frightens me. It causes me distress. So these are the ones that I hate the most, or at least the ones that I wish would kind of just go bye-byes and, you know, just and we'll see them gone. Now, what are your kind of pet hates, or what are the beauty trends that you wish would just go away and go away forever? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe and all those things, and I will see you all soon. Thanks so much, and hope you enjoyed this, just a bit of fun, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye. Oh, look at that, totally different skin colour now as well. But don't worry, it's foundation. I'll just blend that bugger right the way down my whole face and onto my body. Or I might just stop at the neck or the jawline, so I've got a really pale neck. I love that look. Do my lips so I can look absolutely terrifying. One more layer. You know, the worst thing about this is that it really will photograph well. That's what's so horrifying about it. I'm going to leave my ears pink. Oh, I need more. Now let's blend this in. Oh yeah, that is natural. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I'm going on a date. I want to look my best. Oh yeah, that's nice. But I feel like my contour should look a little bit more prominent. So now I'm going to keep those there, but just like there, sharp. Contour on fleek. Setting one's makeup is very important because it lets you have the most gorgeous, long-lasting look. And if a tiny bit of powder, just a tiny touch, make you look gorgeous, then let's add a bugger load. Now let's bake this for approximately 7 to 10 days. So pretty. Don't forget the nose highlight. Oh, and of course we want to sharpen up our jawline right under that ugly contour line. Now I'll see you back in around about 2 to 3 days when I wipe it off. Don't want to remove too much, otherwise I won't get that effect that I'm looking for. That ever so nice highlight that flashes back in the camera. And then I'm like, highlight on point. Okay, let's get rid of all this. So pretty. So, right. Really, really, oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. I'm gonna add a bit of gold to that. Really make it pop. Because it's a little bit, oh yeah. I mean, that looks, oh yeah. The sexual noises have got to stop, mate. I mean, look at that. I mean, honestly, all you see, yeah. Actually, I might add, do you know what? I might add a little bit that right on top of the cheekbone as well. You know, really, really make them pop. Oh, that's not it, isn't it? I was going to do that noise again. Oh.